A few bits to talk about. Firstly, let's talk about the management structure. Rooster has gone and Strachan has stepped in. What's been the deciding factors about it all?
Well, I think Kevin and I had an honest conversation, and it was, we both sort of mutual consent agreed that it was the right time for him to perhaps look for something different. He only had a year left of his contract at the time, so good friends with Kev. He's been fantastic for this club, a large part of the success. But these things happen in football, and it was very amicable, and we'll remain very good friends. So he'll look for a different challenge, and we'll continue with the fresh challenge here.
And obviously with Gavin Strachan, obviously he's proved his worth here with the under-18s, and I know you know him reasonably well. So it's I suppose that was a bit of a no-brainer, really, getting him to step up.
Yeah, I think Gavin's development's been good. Obviously, I had him as a player, and then I brought him back as a youth coach, and his work's not gone unnoticed. Especially the last few months, I've been noticing that he's ready. He's ready for the step up. There's no question about that. He's got good ideas, a good manner about him. So I'm looking forward to working with him on a more daily basis. It gives a little bit of freshness to the first team players as well, which I think is important at times. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know he is, and we've just had a meeting this morning actually. So we're looking forward now to the beginning of the pre-season.
Talking of the squad, there's going to be a whole host of new faces, I imagine, coming in, and it's already started. John Taylor was the first. Talk to us about him. He looks like a very good player, tasty player. Very
quick, very pacey. Yeah, predominantly a wide player. Can play both wings. Part of the meeting I had with him was developing him in maybe a more central role at times, in terms of if we play the diamond and things like that. But he adds real raw pace to us. He can get a goal, he can get an assist. He's young, he's a typical Peterborough signing. Really impressive he was when I met him, in terms of where he's seen his development, why he wanted to come to the club was all about developing as a player, to help us get success and maybe get to the next level himself. So he was quite impressive, the boys, so I'm delighted to sign him.
Next up was Gabby Zakwani, a face that we're all familiar with. Talk us through how that came about.
Well, it's an area we need to strengthen in terms of centre halves. I've obviously got Nats left. Craig Alcott's not here anymore. He could have played there. So I've got Jack Baldwin, he'll get better and better. There's no question about that. Sean Brisley, but he's on the transfer list, so something may happen with him. So it was a space I had to fill. There's one or two I looked at, one or two loans that perhaps I was interested in. It might still come through that, but you have to wait. And I mentioned the Gabby to the chairman. It became clear that Gabby was very interested in coming back. I felt at the time it was the right time for the boy to leave. He needed a fresh challenge. He only had a short period of time and left in his contract. So I had a good chat with Gabby about his role if he came back to the club. He knows the club very well. He's got an important role in terms of off the pitch and bringing the young players through and helping them and making them understand the philosophy and what we're all about. I feel that one of the sort of areas we have to look upon from last season is we never had a settled partnership at centre half, and I think that's an area you need to have a partnership. So I think Gabby, looking at the sort of games we had last season towards the end of the season, and particularly probably the playoffs, I probably would have played him. I would have played him with Jack, and I think Gabby could help him develop Jack along with, obviously he knows the league. He's been very successful at the football club in the league. I think the fact he's gone away and come back gives a freshness to him as well, and I think that's going to be important.
Another thing that Gabby brings to the table, I suppose, as well, within such a young side that we have, is leadership. And
yeah.
You'll be looking for as many players as possible to have those leadership skills.
Well, absolutely. I think that's imperative. We need that off the pitch and on the pitch. And he's definitely got that quality, Gabby.
We've got a new signing today, Aaron.
Can you say it?
No, can you?
Aaron, we'll call him. Yeah. No, he's a lad that we've looked at. And a lot of clubs have looked at the reports we've had, the sort of stuff, the video clips and all the rest of it. yeah, he's an exciting player. You know, he's come from obviously a lower level, Dulwich Hamlet, but that's been done before by us, and we've been very successful in it. Great balance, good pace, beats a man. A typical number 10 you'd call. I had a good chat with him today, and I look at players' strengths, and then we as a club, me as manager and the coaches, have got to improve the players where they need to improve. But I always, as a manager, look at their strengths. Yeah, he's small, but that doesn't have any sort of bearing on me. His strengths are great balance, beating men, assists, shots. He's an exciting player. He's only been training 1 day a week, so we have to be careful with him, but when we get him fit and up to the speed, I think the fans will really take a liking to him.
And that shows as well the ethos of Peterborough United, that it still continues, that it doesn't matter where you are in the world of football, if you've got the ability, then Peterborough United will come sniffing.
Absolutely, I think everyone's fully aware of that, and I think it gives us a head start on clubs, because when we do get to meet them and I go through the stuff with the player, they can see what we've done in the past, and I think that does give us a head start. And we've always been the same as a club, and we've taken players from lower levels. We've done very well with them. The chairman's, you call it a gamble if you want, but he's sort of had a bottle along with myself to bring them in. And we've been successful on the pitch, but also been successful in terms of keeping the club running financially in a good way. So they're both very important things then.
Do you have a decision in your head yet in whether, because I know that he can play a number 10 role, which I know we've been looking to fill for a little while, will you be looking to work on him straight away to get him to the level that you want him to the start of the season, or will he be very much a developing player that you will look to, not force him, or do you see this pre-season as being the opportunity to...
No, I think the pre-season's the opportunity. We'll give him a programme now, so he'll get working on that. We've just got to be aware that he won't be at a level that the rest of the players should be at. But no, with the programme he gets for the next few weeks, and then we're back on the 26th of June, and the pre-season we get into him. No, I think he can. We're definitely looking for him to be a big part come the start of the season. In terms of his role in the team, he'll have different roles for different formations, and that's no different. Especially the forward players, that's huge. They've got to be flexible in how they want to play and how I want to play, and he's fully understanding that after going through certain things with them today.